I got the bag. I got the money. I got the bag.
What you wrote? All right. Well, the passage in my book?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Name of the book's Red Brick Roads, Facing Life to Living Life. And it starts like this.
Facing life to living life.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
That's what it is. Here we go. As I sit here looking at my blank computer screen, I wonder to myself, why did it take me so long to write this motherfucker? By now, if you haven't noticed, this book is not intended to be kind, cute, or politically correct. This book's meant to be true, direct, and real as, yeah, you guessed it, a motherfucker. I'm not trying to shock or alienate anyone with those words, but if you're not handling my choice of vocabulary to get to the truth, you should put this down immediately. Without me writing in the fashion of how it all went down, you'll never know or feel the full magnitude of events to follow. There's all sorts of excuses why I didn't finish this book in the past, from crashed hard drives to lost manuscripts, moving from town to town, new jobs, new hustles, new pains, and new joys in life. And oh yes, prison stints and lost family members. There's no more excuses, and this story must be shared, so I'll get it started. This book's about a husband, a son, a father, a brother, and a friend. It's a story about a student, an artist, an entrepreneur, a thief, a drug dealer, and a pimp. And last, but mostly importantly not least, a convicted murderer. This is a story I know intimately because I played all the above characters. Why didn't I tell this story before now? The answer is fear. Fear of acceptance and fear of the past pains that surface. Through perseverance, I've overcome my fears. The following passage gives me strength. Yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil. Thou art with me, thy rod and staff, they comfort me.
Shut me up. Shut me up.
Well, back at the ranch.
That's what's up.
I can just push it back too. Just pushed it back. We pushed it back. We good. This is I Got Something to Say. SAF Moe, your prison lawyer, with my man
Ron B in the middle.
We got a special guest, man. Y'all already heard him. He cutting the motherfucker. He cutting it up, goddammit.
What?
You know what I'm saying? My man, David. I didn't know he got a book out. He told me he got a book out. Well, it's not out yet, but he wrote a book, and you know I'm a writer, so he really piqued my interest. So we gonna dibble dabble when we get off the mic and see if he can help me get this out to y'all.
Definitely.
But introduce yourself, my man.
Hey, D Hall, man. For y'all to know me, man. I'm on Red, the one and only, baby.
Yes, sir. What's the name of the book? What's the name of the book?
Red Brick Roads, man.
Red Brick Roads.
From facing life to living life.
Yes, sir. He's got a story to tell, but y'all gonna get it first here on I Got Something to Say. Y'all gonna get it first here.
David got a serious story to tell me.
We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the voice of the voiceless. That's why you're gonna see him here. You're not gonna see him on all these other different spots, you know. But when he blows up, he probably gonna go there. But you're gonna remember him here. The other thing, check us out on Speaker. Check us out on Speaker, SoundCloud, Spotify.
Snapchat.
We everywhere. We everywhere. But check us out on those different platforms. Download, listen, watch, subscribe, loyalty, and we're gonna be right back, y'all.
But hold up, I got something to say.
down and in prison. So I think you guys are definitely on a great track, and what you're doing is, very commendable.
I'm still kind of out of
This
this
is fun,
camera.
man.
Gotta come over here to be in.
Man, it's make me want to do my book
No,
tomorrow. I get used to this.
You a star, man. You
Not
a
yet.
star.
Nah, we gonna be stars, man. If I make it, man, everybody make it, man. That's where I'm from. Real talk.
So 15, we got my man David in the house. My man,
Ron P in the middle.
man, he energized. I don't know, he drank some motherfucking energy drinks or
That's
something.
what's up.
But he,
It's that
motherfucker
Kool-Aid,
got-
that red
yeah,
Kool-Aid, man.
red Kool-Aid, goddammit. I gotta give me some.
Gotta use the orange Kool-Aid, man.
Check it out, but I'm coming out with I got something to say water, because I love water. I love drinking water. Y'all see me drinking water, I'm gonna come out with I got something to say water. But listen, before we get into, remember, support us, remember to
Like,
watch
subscribe,
us, remember that,
follow,
all that,
share.
all that.
what's up.
We in it, we keep it real.
That's what's up.
Tell us what's going on, Dave.
First of all, I want to thank you guys for having me on, man. And the conversations prior to this, man, are priceless, man. I had a good time already. What's going on is I ran into my man, and we're just chopping it up like, you know, black men do. Our stories and conversations was, you know, got us to where we are today. And he invited me on his show. I told him about my book, Red Brick Roads. And that's how I'm here. So I'm ready to dive in wherever y'all want to dive in.
No. Let's because our platform and Ron B in the middle told you is about criminal justice.
Okay. Now talk.
And we want to start.
And we are the voice of the voice.
And we want to start with like what the tragedy that
There
has
you go.
happened to you from you being trying to utilize the self-defense in order to for your situation.
His house was broken into.
But
There you
this
go.
tell us the story.
This is the story, man. A couple years, more than a couple years back. Some years back, I had a homeboy staying at the crib. The house wasn't broken into. I'd be trying to, you know, people get bits and pieces of the story. The guy was staying at my house, and I ended up putting him out the house that day. I told him to leave. He left.
His name wasn't on the lease or nothing like that.
Nothing. It was my house, man. He was literally the way he was staying at my house is because I'm an Army veteran, and he was an Army veteran. Actually, he was a Ranger, so we had met through the VA, and you know, him and his chick had fell out. So I said, "Fuck
been a
it,
good
man."
friend.
Yeah, I was trying to be, you know, no good deed goes unpunished.
Yes, sir.
Kind of like my situation.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Y'all
we
okay.
had that talk, but
Yeah.
with that said, he was on the couch a couple, months, and I had came home that day and basically told him he had to leave. I should have probably gave him some notice, but there was writing on the wall with both of us. I mean, stuff was going wrong all the time. And that day he packed his stuff and he dipped. So when he dipped, I'm thinking it's all good. Now keep in mind I got 2 pit bulls at the crib at the time. I'm in a house, I'm not thinking nobody gonna come back to the house and have a beef. So later that day, I got a knock on the door. I'm thinking at the time that it was my chick. You know how your chick be, if you ain't talking to them, they might just show up in the house.
Pop up.
Check up.
I'm like, here she come with this bullshit,
Right.
the chick I was seeing at the time. So I'm thinking she just coming over to clown because she think I got somebody at my crib. So
Right.
sure enough, I'm thinking it's her banging on the door. I just jump up. I don't let my dogs out. I don't do nothing on guard. I don't know to this day what I was thinking. So I just go straight to the door. I'm like, who is it? And it was him. He said, hey man, I left my wallet, So at that point, I'm like, dude, man, come back and get that shit tomorrow. Now, keep in mind, we had already got into it. So I'm like,
Right.
man, nigga, I'm at the house sleep, man. Ain't nobody in the mood for all that. And then come back. And sure enough, he just started kicking on the door like he was going to come in it. And again, man, I ain't the toughest motherfucker, but I'm not also going to have...
I'm not passive.
There you go. So I snatched open the door because when I'm, again, it's going to be what it's going to be. I'd rather get my ass kicked today than get it kicked tomorrow.
Right.
If this was going to be, I'm
just-
thinking that's what it is. So I snatched open the door, and we had a few words, and the rest was what it is, man. The details of that, you got to either read in the book or read in my legal transcripts, because I just try not to, go all the way through. But at the end of the day, I got stabbed up when he came in the house, right? I got stabbed in my head and I got stabbed all up, and I retaliated. And And
let's go to the court process.
Right.
When you get so he passes away.
Yeah.
From this, so they're gonna charge you with murder.
Right.
So they charge you with second degree murder because it was unintentional. It was
I think they charged me with they charged me with intentional.
Intentional second degree murder, meaning that, but it wasn't first degree, it wasn't premeditated.
No,
because the guy came to your house.
Exactly.
All right. So when you get locked up, do you get a public defender or do you get a paid lawyer?
Actually, I had a paid lawyer and a public defender, and the paid lawyer's name's Eric. Okay. And he's from Minneapolis. He's a good dude. But guess what he did? And I don't want to give no shouts out. I don't want to play that shit. But I got to tell what this man did that fucked me up. I had a painting company.
Man, drop for the bad shit, man.
Eric Hawkins. I got to tell you what he did.
Yeah. Because
he did some solid shit.
You want to put him out there.
Eric Hawkins did some solid shit. Check out what he did. I had remember we was talking about my painting company I had before this happened? I had a painting company, right? So I had did some work on this lawyer's office.
Okay.
I had painted his office. He has an office uptown.
This is before your case?
Before the case. I had did some painting for him. He paid me, did some rehabs at his apartment. No, it's not his apartment. He has a whole law firm uptown Minneapolis.
Oh.
So I had did this shit.
What's this? Where uptown?
It's Hawkins Law. It's a
where uptown though? Off?
You know where that old what is it? That old Dave and Buster's is.
How far is that from Famous
House
Days?
of Blues? Or
That's it. That's what.
Famous.
That's exactly it.
Okay.
Famous Days. 1 block behind is Hawkins Law. It's a brother.
It's a brother. Days. Okay. Because I worked with some white dudes.
But he got white boys work for him. But he's the main dude. He has a law firm, man. I mean, they do anyway.
Okay, I just wanted to see.
We need it. We like it, Eric. But guess what he did? Can't make it up. After they booked me in, I was in the hospital for a couple of days because the dude did fuck me up, man. It was a dog fight. So he died, but I was fucked up. He had broke some ribs and stabbed me a couple times, and I was fucked up. So.
And how much bigger than you was he?
This motherfucker was 270, 6'5". I'm 6'2", and at the time I was about 180. I'm 190 now. So
he was a ranger too.
He's an Army Ranger.
Yeah, he was a ranger.
Yeah.
So you both had skills.
Yeah.
You know, so
he's younger than me and bigger than me, and it was just a matchup. That's what it is.
Right.
So anyway, I ended up being in the hospital because that motherfucker was on my neck. So I ended up being in the hospital a couple of days. They come get me out the hospital, took me straight to the police station. And again, you think when you're in the right you can talk to the police? Don't do it. Where's the camera?
Right here.
Right there.
Don't do it. I don't give a fuck if you jaywalk.
So say it again so people can understand.
If you right or wrong, don't do it. Get them. Shut the fuck up. You got one.
Get a lawyer.
Dude, you got one right. They tell you.
And that is just shut the fuck up.
If you right or wrong, don't do it. 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 Get them. Shut the fuck up. You got one.
Get a lawyer.
Dude, you got one right. They tell you. And that is just shut the fuck up. And I just assume, man, cannot even make this up. I just in my mind said, oh no, I just came from the hospital. They treat me like I was a king too. They came in, oh Mr. Hall, you need some help. Yeah, it's so fucked up what he did to you. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm all fucked up. They're like, yeah, I know.
They gonna make you feel like that.
I know he fucked you
They gonna
up.
make you feel like that.
Exactly.
He fucked you right up.
Officer friendly.
There you go. He fucked you up. Don't worry. All we want from you is your side of the story.
Exactly.
And I'm thinking,
they want
I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah,
I'm doing the right thing. This motherfucker came to my house.
Yeah.
He got at me. I got at him.
Yeah. It was a dog fight.
Sure the fuck
Somebody
enough.
got to lose.
Somebody got loose. So sure fucking enough, I get down there. I'm fresh out the hospital. I'm thinking, okay, I did not do nothing wrong. This nigga came and jumped on me and lost. So I'm talking to him. I'm telling him the story like I'm telling y'all, man. When the motherfuckers, they went back, good cop, bad cop. And dude, this is the fucked up thing, and I hope these bitches is watching. They know how to set you up too. They sent 2 women cops in there.
Let your guard down. Let your guard down.
I'm sitting in there talking to these bitches. I called them Cagney and Lacey. They in there laughing. You think I'm fucking with you, man? You think I'm fucking
I know. Because we talk about it all the time on the show.
Yeah.
We talk about it all the time. Keep your motherfucking mouth shut.
So I thought the motherfuckers catchy and lazy, right?
Yeah.
And they laughing at my jokes and bringing me.
Yeah.
I'm fresh out the hospital, all still fucked up. I'm thinking they give a fuck.
Yeah.
Man, sure enough, they get done with the interview.
Don't tell me they doing it.
No, they didn't never touch me. They didn't never touch me. They was no. They just they was prying. But I'm smart enough that I was still like.
They was doing it without touching.
Oh, I knew halfway through that they was trying to double cross me, so I thought I was smarter than them, which I wasn't.
Right.
So I'm still talking, and every time, at every juncture, I should say, just shut the fuck up.
Please.
So
Somebody should have came in. But
with that said, I'm gonna tell you what Eric told me. This is the truth, man. This happened, man. So, long story short, I get done fucking with them, and they leave for the last time. All of a sudden, the door pop open. There's 3 big motherfuckers.
Turn around. Oh, that you feel sore shit. That nigga get fucked his head, man. Stand your ass up. I'm like, I said, look, don't you know I got broken ribs? They said we don't get no fucks. Get up. You are on your way to jail. You have been charged with 2nd-degree murder. I said, what? Oh, yeah, dude. That's a scary ass thing.
I said, what? Are you fucking kidding me? He's like, no, stand up. I'm like, dude, I got broken ribs. Stand up.
I don't give a fuck.
That's your problem.
I don't give a fuck if you got broken ribs.
You was free until you ain't.
Yeah, well, you was free until you opened your damn mouth.
There you go.
And that's that
bullshit. And then nobody knew.
Bullshit.
Nobody knew.
They tell you innocent until proven guilty.
That's what they went in there with a thought process and
nobody knew what happened in the yard.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Until I told them.
Right, but they already, instead of them, they go in to trick you, to make you feel as though, oh, we just want your side of the story. You already think that I'm guilty. You already talked about the case. You already figured out. You about to make me. All you need is for them to confess.
They want to put the pieces of the puzzle together.
Yeah, that's all they want.
So long story short, they shipped my ass straight to jail. Did not pass go.
Yeah, exactly, motherfucker. We got a cop for you.
I know. They shoved my ass out, broken ribs and all. I was in the back of that motherfucker. Fucked up.
Yeah,
fucked up. You was blessed though.
So
you got 3 years.
People say that.
Yeah, but he should have got nothing. He should have got nothing. A white motherfucker charged with the same crime wasn't gonna get shit. You know what they told me? You know what they told me when I got into it with the CO?
I'm alive.
Do you know what they told me when I got into it with the CO? They told me it's like, oh well, I don't understand, because I told them I went to the hospital too. They had maced me up. I didn't go to the hospital, but they maced me up pretty good, and you could see the photos and shit. They ripped my dreads out and shit like that. You know what the judge said? You know, going to a fight, sometimes you get the bad end of the stick. That's what he said. Why the fuck did he say that? There was a fight. The judge told me. He said, I don't know what Mr. Ward is complaining about. When you go into a fight, sometimes you get the bad end of the stick.
That's what happens.
That's what he told me. So why did he say it to this man? Why did he say it to this man?
But you got the bad end of the stick.
I got the big end of the stick.
Other end, he had the privilege.
Yeah.
See, that was a bad end of the stick. Yeah. That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, they fucked me up.
You never know.
Take a break right there, y'all.
All right, we can break.
My bad.
Yeah, we can take a break.
Doing too much.
No. We can take a break for our cameras and shit. And then
3.
I got something to say.
Lost in perpetual contemplation, he paused on the 20th line of the second paragraph and read the same set of lines at least 5 times. Confined in a suspended state of silence, he weighed whether the set of assumptions, which represented the author's allusions to loneliness and hopelessness and apathetic suffering, were a discussion of determinism rather than a discussion of alienation. He paused. In the seminary of segregation, repentance was a major sacrament, and knelt in darkness. He whispered acts of contrition into white cinderblock walls as if they were confessionals, and found no absolution when he neatly laid self-deprecation, self-destruction, self-loathing, and despair down evenly in built 4 walls. Behind him, he stood and pondered, to what purpose does a dehumanized person serve society, except never to return? He paused, stood and walked 6.5 paces, turned, walked 5.5 paces, turned, walked another 6.5 paces, and finally 5.5 more, and he stood where he started, perpendicular to the slab of cement that held his mattress 18 inches off the floor, and parallel to the white cinder block wall. He stared at yellowish-brown filth that once was runny gunk, but now dried, streaked along evenly proportioned grooves. The view in its sublime grotesqueness disgusted him no longer, as he long since realized it had always been a view he awakened to, even more so before the moment of wakefulness. He paused and listened to a rhythmic rattle of gray drizzle from slate sunless clouds that spat, agitated and insistent, against the narrow vertical window in the cinder block wall. He wondered if the pale rays of sun from a week ago, which faintly shone through the window, would return and trail past the stainless steel toilet to the steel door. He paused and did not feel breathlessness when death's shadow crossed over his wretched soul. What would it be, he queried, the difference if death came at 100 or as a thief at the infancy of life? He would no longer take from the world. He held his breath. He refused to breathe, whether it was innate or higher power that broke suffering, silent strangulation. He could not say what caused him to breathe again, and he did not want to find truth in cinder blocks. So he hoped the light that remained bright all day and dim at night would remain amber just a little longer, so he may dream. He paused.
3.
I got something to say.
Yeah, but the most commissary.
Why not?
You want
to be comfortable.
You upholding an image.
I guess it's an
that
image.
you've been
I just want to do it to
accustomed
be.
You're upholding an image that you're accustomed to.
Okay, I can dig
You're
that.
upholding it. You're upholding it.
I thought you meant an image of what you want somebody to
No.
think.
No. You still living a lifestyle that
There
you
you
was
go.
living.
I'm with
You
you. My
still
bad.
you still
That's it. My bad.
going for it. You still going for it.
That's it.
And you locked up right now.
That's it.
And you should just, you know what? Say what? You know what?
No.
I'm busted.
That don't mean no. You don't. That don't mean you lay down.
We back.
Just because you locked up don't mean you lay down.
We back with 2 bags. God damn it. 2 bags. This mug.
2 bags.
2 bags. He got everything. This motherfucker got. He got 2 bags. He make you feel so bad. You ain't even go in the canteen. This motherfucker come like, hey, can I borrow your life?
Not Mark, this nigga, but I guarantee you.
That's how it felt. That's how it felt.
Now, no nigga. I gotta say this. Not only was I 2 bags, I was the most giving and gracious nigga. I wasn't
one of the few. One of the few. Because most of the cats come back. Most of the cats come back with 2 bags.
Type of person. Because when I first met you,
everybody.
Yeah, that's good.
And I see
everybody.
And I see you as that type of person. Because when I first met you, we was at the bar. I just met you out the blue. You offered to buy me something to drink. I ain't know you from Adam to Eve.
Yeah. That's a good man. I make like I said.
Anybody that watch this that know me, when they comment, guess what they gonna say? He the same.
No, but I was just saying, like 90% of the dudes that's in there, they ain't giving no. They come back with 2 bags.
Yeah.
They got all types of. They might be running the store and want to charge you. They want to charge you 3. Double, triple. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Give you a $45. Give you a $45 bag for $80.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Stop talking to me. Talk to me. Yeah. There's very few individuals in there like that, but the institution makes you like that, make you selfish, make you feel like that's what you guys were going back about the 2 bags. I feel like it is a concept of you living like you in the streets, but like it also is a concept like people see you as having something when it's a messed up view, because instead of us worrying about trying to get out of prison,
it's a lot of pride. It's a lot of pride. It's a lot of pride. And I'll tell y'all why I say that. Because, like, okay, say for instance, all 3 of us end up in prison together. Y'all knew me. Ron got the big cars with the big rims, Cadillac, Escalade, or Mercedes Benz, whatever.
Right.
Now we all in prison together.
Right.
If I'm living like a bum, I'm not living up to that image that y'all seen yet.
Right.
when I was on the street.
Well, who really?
You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is, if that's the case, who
Well,
really?
that's what we do.
I'm a hustler in jail. Man, I could go to
Well,
jail.
You could draw.
That's what we do.
I'm gonna make some money.
You could draw. So drawing takes precedence over everything.
Everything.
The motherfucker gonna be like, could you draw this picture of my letter? Yeah, my letter on the envelope. Could you draw this picture of my girl? Can you draw this picture for my girl? So he got to hustle. He got a guaranteed hustle.
He got a guaranteed hustle. But me, I don't have, like, I can't draw.
You can write.
Like poetry.
You can write.
All I can do is hustle.
But you can write. But you gamble. You gamble.
I gamble.
I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you my story. I was in a joint. When I went to the joint, I told my wife, don't really send me nothing. Right. So I didn't have nothing when I was in the joint. And bad or good, I just suffered because I don't know if it was my mentally. I just wanted to feel because I was out on the streets doing it. You know me. I always had something. You know, so I'm always eating. So when I got to the joint, I got depressed. And although I wanted to eat, I couldn't eat because I didn't have no money. And the money don't come like you think it is. It don't come like canteen come one week, money come, but then as soon as you order your canteen, but that's not it. But so I ordered a typewriter. I never got a TV like right away. My first part of my bed, I never had a TV.
You did get one? I wanted a typewriter. That's the only thing.
I got a typewriter.
I got like $200.
Yeah, I got a typewriter.
You wanted to, all of us?
I got a TV. So no. Let me tell you my story. I used all my money. I used all my money that my wife sent in to buy a typewriter. So I started doing my legal stuff because my mind, I'm gonna get out of prison. But I never knew that people was looking at me because everybody's sizing you up in the joint. They always sizing you up. What shoes you got on? Looking in your cell. What you got canteen? That's what the too bad. They sizing you up.
But they also know they better not fuck with me.
They don't know. I'm just saying. They sizing you up all the time. They're trying to see. So one day I was sitting at the table. It's still why they didn't got it like that in St. Cloud, but it's still why they got you got your own little table. Right. I sitting at the table. This guy was sitting at the table with me. He's like, man, I see that you got some things. Your family love you because I see that you got a typewriter in your cell. It never clicked on me. Like people judged whether or not your relationship with your family. It never even clicked on you. They even sizing you up. It never clicked on me. I decided not, but the fact that they utilizing materialistic shit. To see if you got love within your family. My family loved me. I chose not to J down on my wife or anybody in my family and get them. I didn't have it. I ain't had nobody kicking me no dough, but I was more concerned about getting out of prison. So all I had was a typewriter because I didn't want to watch TV because I knew if I had a TV, I'll be watching TV 24/7. I'm always going to think about a show. Yeah. Oh, I want to watch this show. Yeah. I want to get back. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? With that said, and this is a perfect platform to let people know this. Do you know there's a thing called you know about the recidivism rate?
Yes, sir.
Do you know how they gauge the recidivism rate? I found out, man.
Well,
I told you I was vacuuming up there.
Yeah.
Some of the things they judge your recidivism rate on is how many visits you get. How many people?
Oh, you talking about the LSD score? You talking about?
So they ain't gonna let you out if a nigga don't care about you. If nobody's
no coming to visit you.
You didn't know that?
Coming to visit, I didn't know that.
It's a revisit, man. Nigga, look it up.
That's part of
your score is part of who loves you on the outside. Yeah. They want to know when you done. Who gonna come pick you up from jail?
True.
If you just gonna get out of jail and be something dumb.
Phone calls.
But if you getting visits and family coming up and they see you with your kids, they're marking that shit, man, the whole time. I did not know that. I didn't know that. Man, I told you the counselor told me. We was talking. I told you I ended up kicking it with him. And they said that. They said, David, keep having your people visit you. Because I had to visit every fucking week because I was in St. Cloud.
It's not that
and the
far.
motherfucker told me that. The motherfucker said, hey, man, your mom come out here once a month. They know. And your girl... And I'm sitting here because she was coming every week, but she was guilty. Bitch. But I digress. I'm over it. But check out. Long story short, motherfucker told me, man, you can look it up.
I did not know that.
Anybody watching this, you gotta know. If you ain't visiting somebody, don't act like you're doing them a favor. You're fucking them over because it's the recidivism rate And that's what they want to know. It helps them get out.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say they fucking them over.
No, they aren't. Go visit them.
At the same time, they just building the statistics for them.
But what I'm getting at is, bro, just hear me out with this. If you ain't getting visits in jail, these people are talking to each other.
Yeah.
And they are saying nobody gives a fuck about this.
Yeah, we don't give. Yeah, that's.
If they don't give a fuck about him, we might as well keep him here. I'm just telling you what I know.
When you say that when you visit somebody in prison, you fucking them over.
No. He meant when you don't visit them.
When you don't,
when you don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, when you don't visit them.
That's what I'm getting at. Are you saying don't visit them?
No.
Just
let's go back to the police station, the police officers, and Candy and Lacey.
I wanted to throw that out there though. Recidivism's a motherfucker.
No, that's important because I didn't know about it, and a lot of people don't know how they judge it.
That's one of the key factors.
Yeah,
and it's even also a key factor if you get work release, if you get early outs, if you get any of that.
Yeah.
As if people like you. Outside of this institution.
People coming in.
I'm keeping you right here.
They call it a support system. Does he have a good solid support system when he gets out? But that's the one thing I agree with the corrections. That you need a support system when you get out.
But that's fucked up.
You gotta have somebody there.
Support system while you in there.
True that.
Because they shit on you while you in there.
Yeah.
And then if you have your people call in, then they treat you a certain way. They be like, okay.
Right. That's it.
But if you ain't got nobody calling in for you and they treating you a certain type of way,
you're fucked.
Your ass beat up.
They don't give a
sitting
fuck.
there sad.
Because ain't nobody care.
All the kind of bullshit.
Yeah, well, they gonna treat you.
They gonna treat you.
They're gonna treat you because they know they can.
Yeah,
they know they can.
Nobody give a fuck about
that.
Yeah,
but this goes out to all individuals out there. Don't burn your bridges, man.
There you go. Because if ain't nobody giving a fuck, sometimes you don't need nobody giving a fuck.
Yeah.
Think about that too. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I never had a problem. I told you I got to visit damn near every weekend.
Yeah, and you the man.
Think about I'm not.
No, because
I love my family.
No, I'm just saying you the man because
your family loves you.
Yeah, the thing about it is that if you getting a visit every week, it makes your time go a lot smoother.
Yeah,
because you get out the cell, you get to talk to people. You ain't talking.
You get to iron your shit.
Yeah, you get to just go out there and just see something else different and hear about something other than prison.
There you go.
And just that 30 minutes, the hour,
matters, man.
that makes you want to survive a lot longer. You know, I'm just telling you, this is real shit, man. Because every time I had a visit, even though I had to go back through the strip church,
they do that, man.
I still felt a lot better when I came back. I felt like I was outside the wall.
Who cares? Who cares about all that? Exactly. They make you strip before you go in.
Yep.
And when you come out.
Looking for
I had a young lady come visit me all the way from Minnesota, all the way down in Florida, while I was locked up in Florida.
Feel good, didn't it?
What?
Yep. You feel like motherfuckers care about you.
I feel like I was on top of the world.
Yeah, you feel like motherfuckers. That's it.
And I worked in administration at the time.
Yeah,
and they were surprised, like that I had somebody come all the way from Minnesota to Florida to visit me 2 times. Not one time,
even the card.
2 times.
Even the card matters.
Huh?
Even the card matters.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna break down and say it. I will. Oh, that little shit matters, man.
They see all the walls, people walls filled with cards and pictures. That shit means something. That's what I say. That's the difference of being in the joint. And like right now, motherfucker, give me a card, look at it, put it down. In the joint, you gonna be. You know,
it on the wall. I still got cards. I can't make it up.
I kept all my shit. I kept all my cards.
I still got a couple.
I kept all my
from
shit.
Not
my kids and my wife. Yeah, I kept all mine. I be looking through that shit though.
I got them all in the back.
I'm going home and look at mine today.
That shit make me feel sentimental, man. Especially when I see it, I'll be like, damn, man.
I was there.
I remember that.
Yeah,
they didn't think I was coming home, man. They didn't think I was coming home.
My bad. That's beautiful, though, right?
Yeah. So let's go back to the police station and that law firm you was talking.
Oh,
yeah.
So Hawkins. Oh, my bad. I'm glad you kept me on track. So check it out. I'll get off track, but check it out. So we fucked around. I'm in my cell, man. Can't make it up. And I went, no, I got to tell the whole thing. I went to court that morning. I didn't have a judge, but my whole family, man, came up. I love the Landrum family, man. They all came up from Omaha, man. I mean, the motherfucking...
From Nebraska?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska. Shout out to Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha, love y'all, Jack.
I ain't been out there, but yeah.
Love them. So all my aunts come up, my cousins, everything. I walk out into the motherfucking courtroom. It's packed. Can't fucking make it up, man. It's at least 30 motherfuckers. I know. I'm looking around. I see the dumb bitch, the double cross, who's sitting next to my mama. My bad. I ain't no names.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want to say. We ain't no names.
No.
Ain't no names.
No, that's too much energy.
Yeah.
I'm giving
you way past that. Yeah.
She played me. But
Go ahead.
I could have been free.
I'm gonna let you go.
So, long story short, I walk out, I see my whole fucking family.
You shocked as hell.
Because I didn't think that was going to happen. Mm-hmm. I knew what I did.
That's what families for.
I knew what I did, and I knew that I was going to have some good friends. Also, not only my whole family came up.
But you didn't expect your whole family to fall behind you.
Hold on. I got to give 3 shout outs.
Go ahead. Right here.
Not only my whole family showed up, but Bridget Trice showed up, which is a sister of mine. Greg McGee showed up, which is a brother of mine. Carlos Miles showed up, which was a brother of mine. And Mrs. Allen, Cheryl Allen, and her son is Jeff Allen from Mint Condition. She showed up.
Oh, damn.
Can't make it up, man.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking out into the crowd, and I'm seeing all these people supporting me. Mm-hmm. And I walk up, and the first thing the motherfuckers say, they said, his bill is $1 million. I did like this.
Jesus.
And then the motherfuckers...
See what I was telling you?
Boy, they don't want them to come on. They don't want them to come on. That's what they do.
$1 million.
Yeah, $1 million.
How the fuck I'm gonna come on?
That's what I'm saying. That's what they did to a police officer. They would have made it. Yeah. But the thing about it, they did the same thing with the police officer. And I had a conversation with the police officer about this because bail's supposed to be affordable. It's supposed to be reasonable. It's a constitutional right.
Say it again.
You're supposed to have a reasonable bail.
How the fuck you gonna come up with $1 million?
Yeah,
it should be reasonable.
You're supposed to be able to come up with it. Not something that you can't come up with.
If you can't come up with it, that means you
might as well. I told the bitch when she gave me my bill. When she gave me my bill, she gave it to $500,000. And she was like, she's like, well, in the conditions it's $25,000. I told her, I said, you can make the month. It don't matter. It don't make no matter. It's you making the bill unreasonable for me.
I told you what happened to me. They gave me a $250,000 bill.
Mine didn't involve no.
And I had the money to get out. And the fucking.
Who the fuck about this man that though?
You need a lawyer.
The fucking deputy went to the judge. He called the judge in the middle of the night and told the judge, "Hey, this guy's better out." The judge said, "No, hold him there till tomorrow. Hold him till tomorrow. Hold him till Monday till we arraign him."
But why you?
I had the money to get out.
But why you giving them $25,000? I know why. When you can use that for a lawyer.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can use that.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? You can use that for a lot of different things. You got to use $25,000.
You might get booked.
Yeah.
Your kids
you might be like, hold on. You know what? I don't know. I need that money when I get into the joint. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Can we? I'm making my bad.
Yeah, go do your thing,
man. Am I bullshit?
No,
$1 million. Nigga, fuck. I'm getting out with $1 million.
They crazy as hell.
Fuck.
Dumb motherfuckers. Motherfuckers told me $50,000, bitch. I was like, and then she dropped it down to $25,000 with conditions. Bitch, you might as well make it $1 million.
You just might as well say no, motherfucker.
Yeah. You ain't doing me no favors.
Yeah.
Right, but yeah, that's
shit.
what me, man.
$25,000 with conditions. She's gonna have to be on house arrest and all this other shit.
Oh, I wait till we get on camera because what the motherfucker said next. Said, you think I'm about to let this man out and he's facing 40 years in prison? I didn't know I was facing that much. I was standing there. I did like this.
Because you a victim in your own home.
Yeah,
you're not thinking.
Never
you're not thinking like.
We had this conversation. I am not a victim. I don't believe in victimizing being a victim. Dude, if something happened, it happened. Ain't nobody a victim. You're only a victim when you're dead. Because if you allow somebody to put that victim shit in your mind, bro, you're gonna.
That's the military talk. That's the military talking. That's the military mind.
The reason
it is. Am I lying though?
Yeah, that's the military mind.
David, the reason why I say that is because if you was in Coon Rapids and the same shit happened,
I would have been
You'd have been the victim.
He would never be.
You'd have been the victim.
He would never been the victim, but he would.
He would never went to prison.
No. I'm gonna give you what
He
you.
never
I'm gonna give you what
got
you're trying to
sentenced.
say. He would be defending his home.
Exactly.
He would be. He would be a survivor.
Exactly.
He would be.
survivor.
He would.
Now, that's
You
a
see what I'm
different
saying?
word.
He would have been. He would have been. He would have been. He would have been. He had the right.
It'd been a
He
whole
had the
different
right.
narrative.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That's a different
It'd been a
word.
whole different
Survivor
Yeah.
is a better word.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what they would have painted him as. This man broke into his house. He was defending his house. He barely survived.
He was
Why?
stand up. He did 4 days in the hospital.
Yeah. Why is he going to prison?
And that's what I'm talking about. And that's what I'm talking about.
He's good. He's working in the
Same shit that
community.
just happened to the dude, the 137 shots.
Yeah, he was the he was there was all types of defenses for him. It was all types of defenses.
Jumped up on top of his car and pop.
Blew their ass back. Blew their ass back. And then looked around
You
like.
understand what I'm saying?
And I guarantee you.
I heard about it on Netflix or something.
Yeah, that shit's cool. The thing about it, if they videotaped it, he probably was dancing afterwards. See what I did? See what I did? See what I did?
Exactly.
See what I did?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Exactly.
But my uncle's also killed by the Omaha police. I told you.
Go. Yeah, but
the most common sense.
Why not?
You want
to be comfortable.
You upholding an image.
I guess it's an
that
image.
you've
I
been
just want to do
accustomed
it.
to.
I
You're
don't.
upholding an image that you're accustomed to.
Okay, I can dig
You're
that.
upholding it. You're upholding it.
I thought you meant an image of what you want somebody to
No.
think.
No. You still living a lifestyle that
There
you
you
was
go.
living.
I'm with you. My
You still.
That's it.
You still going for it.
That's it.
And you locked up right now.
That's it.
And you should just, you know what? Say what? You know what?
No.
I'm busted.
That don't mean no. You don't. That don't mean you lay down.
We go.
I love is forgiveness. Mm-hmm. My uncle been murdered. My sister been murdered. I didn't murder. And I didn't see murder. Mm-hmm. I know how quick it is to be snuffed the fuck out.
Yeah.
The average motherfucker don't know how quick it is to be snuffed out. It ain't no coming back from that.
Well, you understand too, fighting for your life.
Yeah.
That's a whole mindset that a lot of cats don't really understand when you fighting for your life.
Man, some people are fold, man. Stop playing. You
fighting
don't
for
think
your
a
life.
motherfucker a fold, man.
A
motherfucker fold.
You know what the cat told me? You
curl
know what
up.
the cat told me right before I got my CO assault on my CO? He challenged my belief. He told me, he said, a lot of people talk shit like you talking.
There you
but
go.
but when you get into a situation,
Right, what you gonna do?
what you gonna do?
There you go.
Most motherfuckers shut their motherfucking mouth and do what they say. So when that CO came up to me, those words were playing in the back of my mind.
And guess what?
The fuck you gonna do? And I had to get his ass together.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what life's
but
about.
not because what he said, because this is you challenging me as a man and what I believe. And you know what I'm saying?
Some people gonna stand on that. Some people
I'ma
gonna
stand
stand
on
on
it.
that.
'Cause I was
Am I
in-
bullshit? That's all I'm
stand on
saying.
it.
I'm
Let me
standing
get on
on
camera
that.
saying this because I was in a similar situation down in Florida.
Right.
I'm in a dorm like living.
Are we on camera?
You on camera. This camera,
on.
and this camera, these three cameras on,
I'ma
your
turn
cameras
this
on.
on.
Oh, my bad. I know you're gonna chop it up. How you?
Yeah, I'll edit everything.
I was down.
But we
in
got a
Florida.
lot of shit.
I was down in Florida, and in Florida it's like dorms. It ain't cells. or nothing
Welcome
like
back to I Got Something to Say. Ron B in the middle.
that. And this officer, he come in the dorm. at the time, I'm a wheelchair aide because I'm in the dorm.
How much they pay that? Did they pay for that job?
No, they don't pay. No, hell no. You don't get paid.
No, I'm saying that. Keep your thought, but in Faribault, wheelchair aid get $1.
See, I'm a wheelchair aide.
Hold that thought. I gotta tell you.
I'm in a
about
dorm.
Please remind me.
I'm in a dorm full of handicapped people.
Yeah.
They got
Remind
all
me.
kind of handicapped disorders and stuff like that. So the laundry officer, comes into the dorm and he's checking mattresses to see who got holes in their mattresses,
Right.
see who got bad mattresses and stuff like that. And it's people sleep in the dorm at the time he come in. Like half the dorm is asleep. So I start waking people up and say, hey man, he's checking to see who got bad mattresses. Y'all got a bad mattress? Y'all wake up and say something about it because he's here right now.
He think you warning him.
You know what he said? You know the laundry officer said to me? He said, listen here, motherfucker. When I need your help, I'll tell you I need your help. I don't need you to say shit for me. This the officer talking to me.
He think you warning him. Am I bullshitting?
Yeah, he talking crazy to me. I'm talking about he in my face and everything. He telling me he like, motherfucker, when I need your help, basically he's saying nigga. Nigga.
Yeah,
nigga.
I don't know.
But he didn't say
He jaying
nigga.
down.
But the way he talking to me.
I don't know how to handle
The
that.
way he talking to
I
me.
was blessed. It never happened to me. I'm not.
Well,
fucking
he
with
in Florida where it's totally different.
Yeah.
In Florida, they
It's
totally different.
Where the black people hate the white
I was
people
locked
and the
up
white
in
people hate the
Kentucky,
black
John.
people.
Yeah, I know Kentucky. I know
I was
Kentucky.
look at him.
I've been in some tough jails.
Yeah,
I know
I
this.
know.
This ain't my only bid.
I look at him at that moment.
I was locked up in Kentucky also before this shit. Fayette.
Oh, damn. We talk
Yeah,
about
just
that.
they-
the real
they-
talk.
they-
But that was after.
I look at him at that moment and I'm ready to just smash him and beat him up because
Yeah,
you can't talk
but
to
you
me like
can't.
this.
But you
Yeah.
can't.
Because I'm a
fuck-
man.
But
You
you
know,
can't
you
fuck
can't
your
talk to
life
me
up
like
either.
that.
You can't fuck your life up either.
And I'm looking at him and I'm looking at him and I got my fist balled up and I'm ready. But it's people in the background talking to me. Mr. Brown, don't do it. They're gonna punish you. They're gonna
Yeah,
You probably end up getting fucked. You
I
end
got
up getting
the
fucked.
thing about it. Go
I
ahead.
hear
I'm
people talking to me.
yeah.
I hear
fuck, don't
people
do
talking to me and
I'm
stuff like
tell
that.
my
I
story.
hear them talking to me.
Yeah, I tell you.
And I fall back.
Damn.
I bite my tongue. I eat it. I eat everything he giving to me. I eat it. But I ain't had to eat that shit. I shouldn't have had to eat that shit.
Well, yeah, you do.
I shouldn't have had to went through
No,
that
you
shit.
can whoop him and do another year though.
No, the thing about they tried to give me motherfucking
What made me
2
think
years.
about it?
See, did I guess right?
No, this what made me think
Did
about
they
it.
give you an extra year? How much?
They tried to give me 2.
Well, how much
they
they
didn't give me
give
no, I beat the charge.
No, hold on.
Damn.
This what made me think about it.
That's
It was another
I
dude.
really mean that.
It was
You know what I
another.
mean? I'm looking at you like, yeah. No,
Hold on. This one made me think about it. It was another dude that was there that was my friend that I talked to. Named shout out to Remorseful Morris. He came to prison with a year and a day. He met me 10 years later in prison because he beat up two police officers.
Damn.
Because he met me in prison 10 years later because he beat up 2 police officers.
You got their ass straight together.
So what? It ain't worth 10 years.
But then you know, Uncle Fry told us about the motherfuckers taking their asses out, killing them and doing all that time.
Well, that's what happens.
But the thing about it
Get
is,
out first.
The thing about it is that in my mind, see, I look at the Panthers and all the brothers who put their lives down and they stood up for something.
Right.
And when prison, they bring you across the line. It's always a breaking point. You decide what your breaking point look like, what you want to defend and what you want to stand on. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what they're here for, man.
But I seen a lot of motherfuckers stand on shit where they go in the room over $1, a noodle.
And it was at that point that I had to make a
kill 'em.
decision. It was at that point I had to make a
noodle.
decision. Do I
There you
want
go.
to spend 5 or 10 more years in prison, or I want to just let this motherfucker have his moment?
He was trying.
I let him have his moment.
But it was
trying.
never
Cause I
about me.
can't, cause I'm a lose. I was in a lose situation.
But it was never about me when I was in jail, bro. I swear for God, it was never. You know what it was about?
What?
My family. So even the decisions
I
I
was
made.
explain that, when you say that it was about your family, was you living for your family?
Yes.
You was living for your family. Yeah, I mean, I could see that.
I swear to God, I was.
I can see that.
I did the math. When I took the plea, guess what? I probably could have beat it. But when I did the plea, guess what I did? I did the math. I'm going to tell you right now. I knew my youngest son was 13. He would be about 15. He was 12. He would be 15. I did the math. I knew my oldest son was 23. He was going to need me around. I did the math. I said, if I fight this and beat this, okay, cool. And then I got a daughter. And she was, at the time, 19. I did the math. She'll be 23 when I get out. these are all manageable ages to raise still a family.
And you was in a life prior to it too.
There you go. Oh, definitely.
So
all of them prior to this.
So
it's like, okay, they're gonna miss me for a minute, but can I take this hit regardless, man? Just take the hit for the family, get it done, and
come
move
home.
on.
Yeah,
and come home and then do bigger than you ever did before.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, winning after prison is what we're talking about. This man's winning.
Shout out to the convicted
Thank
fellas
you
doing
for
better
saying
than
that.
people.
I'm doing better.
Winning after prison. Winning
Shout
after
out to
prison.
the convicted fellas doing better than people with no felonies.
Shut up. Yeah, that's
Shout
right,
out.
boy. Shout out.
Shout out.
We gave you our head
Shout
start.
out.
We gave you our head start.
Better believe it.
That's what I thought the head start.
believe it.
You took me out of the game for 3 whole years. You had 3 whole years.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing with yourself,
Yeah, you
man?
come back and jump
better
right
believe
back
it,
in it
man.
like you never left it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I left it, but
you jump back in it like you never left it.
Thank you
You
for
know what I'm
saying
saying? Yes, sir.
Because I never want to. I want even with us doing this for anybody out there ever to think that I take this shit lightly.
It's serious.
It's serious. I did take a life, and I was telling you before the show started that it hurts me, during the holidays for his family, because I went through it with my family. That he ain't around to do shit for his kids, his mama, whoever.
You told me earlier.
Nobody
You
wants
said he
that.
got kids.
Yeah.
You said he got a family.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you did do something.
We say
you took ownership of it. I appreciate that.
We say we all say it though too. This podcast isn't for us to romanticize what we've done in the past. It's for us to be a lesson so people don't do what we did.
Yeah,
Right.
dumb shit.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why we set this up, and that's why
we're the voice for
the voiceless, and that's why we tell our stories. We don't tell our stories because Jay-Z said it the best. I did this. I sold dope, so you wouldn't have sold dope. I told you not to sell dope. That part of the song, I don't know how. I ain't saying it right, but that's what he said. He said the same thing. He said I sold dope, so you didn't have to sell dope. I didn't tell you to sell dope.
Right.
You understand? And that's basically what we trying to say, man. It ain't no. People want to paint. That's why I get pissed off with these rappers. They want to paint this picture of how prison is. Prison is
glamorizing this shit, man.
You might be a swamper, but I guarantee you, I give him all. Like he told you, he wanted to go home than be a swamper, making $1 an hour, coming back with 2 bags. I would be at home.
Yeah.
I would be home all day long.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
I was getting 2 bags anyway. I was a swamper because I wanted to be a swamper.
Yeah, I'm just saying, with all that stuff, having the swamp is the best job in prison.
It really is the best job.
It's the best job because you out 24/7 down there. You always gonna be the first one out.
The guards kind of fuck with you. We don't trust them. Don't think we trust them. Ain't no suckers. Nobody trusts them, but they at least fuck with you.
Yeah.
I remember. I gotta tell you a good swamper story.
They call the swampers the house niggas.
I don't care what they call me.
Go ahead, tell the story.
I'm free.
I see. You out. He out. He out. He out. He motherfucker.
They ain't gonna call me a house nigga in the free world. They just call me what the fuck they want to call me.
Listen, you out there saying, hey, grab that jack for me, Joe. Grab that jack.
Yeah. They call me out. Look.
I'm on the phone, nigga. 1 minute.
Tell that swamper story.
Fuck all that.
Tell that swamper story.
But that swamper story. But my best swamper story, man, can't make it up. I was cleaning up. It's funny as shit. Cleaning up the little CO's little area because you gotta clean everything.
Yeah.
They don't pay for janitors.
No, that's you, the janitor.
I'm the janitor.
Yeah.
So I was in the back room cleaning up the little shit.
House nigga.
Who?
Go ahead. I need the same job.
Okay, that's it. Fuck them niggas in jail. So
I wish.
anyway, but
go
check
ahead.
it out. So I can't make it up. I'm cleaning up the goddamn back room. There's a whole half of pizza. I said, I'm about to eat the fuck out this. I said, I'm gonna fuck around. I said, I'm gonna be in the hole for a long time. Guess what I did? I went to throw it away. I said, dude, you can't do it. There's a microwave. Right. So I went to. Hold on. I go put it in the motherfucking microwave. Yeah, that was me. So check. Yes, sir. How's we feeling today? Because guess what happened? The nigga, one of the guards came walking around the corner. He picked his head in. He looked at me flat out and looked around. He said, I know you're not throwing that away. I said, fuck no. Motherfucker walked away. I threw that bitch in the microwave, set my
That
ass
shit
down.
good
man,
as
just-
fuck. Motherfuckers say
love
that motherfucking shit
I'll
tastes
do it
like.
again tomorrow.
I've been there, done that.
That
I'm
motherfucking
the
shit
same
tastes good as
motherfucker.
hell.
When you ain't had no
No meal, you eating that garbage.
Yeah.
That shit
and a
tastes
motherfucker
good.
leave you a half a pizza.
Man, that
I'm
shit.
not eating the
You
brick.
could have bought that motherfucker out, got $100 for it.
And
$100.
hold on.
Stole some. I wasn't thinking
hold
about
on.
nobody
Hold
else.
on,
Shit,
let me
right? I
one up,
probably
y'all.
could have took a piece
Hold
too.
on.
I didn't want to take a piece too.
Hold
I,
on.
as much as I could and threw the rest of that shit away.
Hold on, let me one up y'all.
Go ahead.
Fuck
Go
off.
ahead.
I was
It's
on my
10
job.
pieces of pizza. It's 10 pieces
Yeah,
of pizza.
real
I'm gonna
shit.
eat 3 or 4 of them. I'm bringing the rest back to the dorm and setting it.
That's how you
I'm
lose your
settling it.
job.
I'm
How you
settling
getting
it.
them back though?
That's how you lose your
How you
job.
getting them back?
I'm gonna wrap those
See?
motherfuckers up in the garbage bag.
That's how
Put them right here.
Yeah.
Put them right here. And take them back.
Hey.
And them go out. These motherfuckers pieces in my neck.
Motherfucker gonna buy it and pull a pubic hair out and be like, this is the goddamn best piece I ever had.
Ever had. And guess what? Again, for the last time, I was too bad. I ain't bringing too bad. Nigga, I ain't my business.
It's a wrap, y'all. Thank y'all for I got something to say. I got something to say. You got something to say. We all got something to say. Let's say it.
My bad.
Here we go.
I got something to say.
How am I broke? I put you in a position. I gave you a stable environment where you can go to school. You my woman. I'm helping you. As soon as you get your money or get your check, I ain't shit no more. But you had sat on your ass, had these babies, or whatever. Now you ready to go to school. I send you to school, and now you ready to dip. You ain't ready to fight through the real shit. You just made one step. Now you make that step. We got 3 kids. You make that step. Now you take the kids away from me. Now I can't help them be young men. If you got 2 boys or you got 2 girls, like I got 2 girls and a son. You go to school, you become the main character of your job. You the man, you the female, you the boss. I'm just old regular drywaller, old steel mill worker. But I'm in there looking all this shit in my lungs to get cancer and everything else. So you can go to school and be supervisor at your job or a nurse or whatever. And you take that use it against me later. Because you, quote unquote, not feeling me. Hell, I wasn't feeling going to work every day, sucking that shit down my throat so you could go get a better job so we can make our kids better. But I'm nothing now. I'm just an old raggedy ass nigga now. But cause you got the job. You can hire and fire people cause you got the education. You smarter than me, I'll give you that. But you can't work longer than me. You can't stand longer than I can stand. Cause I'm gonna put it all on my back and make all my shit work. As soon as I make a little boo-boo, or you ain't at home, I'm feeding the kids, I get a little lonely, I go hit a little something, cause y'all put us out. Willie Lynch got you putting us out. White man got you putting us out the house. In the 60s, in the 50s. Now, you done condition us to have other places to be because we can't be at home. Now you want to be mad at me because I make another baby over here, but you told me to get out. You know what I'm saying? Kick me out. I can't even have a pair of shoes or a change of clothes in my house where my kids at. Because Willie Lynch told you to put us out. Now it's manifested over time and years. It's 2022. And it's still doing it. And y'all don't see it because you what? You the black woman. You smart. No, you goofy. Because you ain't going to never be nothing without me. Because we the ones that made this world. He made Adam first. Made Eve second. Out of my rib. Play your role and we'll be all right. We got dominion over this world. Y'all don't understand that. Y'all think y'all do because Eve tricked us to eat that apple, tricked Adam to eat that apple. Y'all think y'all can still trick us. Now that we can open our eyes and see that you are the problem. You the one need to shut up. You the one need to pay attention. Nope, that ain't gonna work.
Too much for him now.
Too much for them now,
Too much
because
for
they
him
the
now.
boss. They got the certificates. They got all. Yeah, because every man sends his daughter to be better, so she can live better. Like all my daughter cum sum laude, my son cum sum laude, my other daughter basketball player. They doing their thing. I ain't mad at them, but I always tell them, when you find the right dude, you'll know it. Because he ain't gonna let you just get away with the dumb shit. He might put his foot on your neck a little bit, but he ain't trying to hurt you. He's trying to let you know I'm a king. Treat me like the king that I am, and you'll be all right. You don't, then you're gonna get everything they got coming for you. They're gonna have you thinking that all black men cheat. No, we don't. We cheat when you don't pay attention. We cheat when you don't take care of us. Because that's your job. When you get through talking, your job as a woman to make sure I'm happy. As long as I'm happy, you ain't got no problem. The minute you give me unhappiness or stressful, I'm out of here. Why? Because Willie Lynch. It's stressful worried about, is that them coming? Oh, get my shoes, grab my shoes. Let me get this, let me get this. Black men have always been slaves and gonna still be slaves to this day. Because you slaves to what? Money. You slaves to respect, because you don't get it. We had to sit in the corner and watch the white man sex our women, and we couldn't say a word. And she looking at us talking about, don't say nothing, he'll kill us all, he'll kill us all. They got that fear. They got that fear to this day. Let that white man take them fools down. Get out. Let that white man take that little money they get out. If you can't match what that white man doing, you's a bum. And you working. Your money ain't gonna never amount to that white man money. He got it all. The same income tax I pay for you. It ain't them giving you nothing. It's the money off my back that they're giving you. It's the slavery that they're giving you. They're giving you increments of slavery. That's your 40 acres and a mule right there. The little money they give you, that's what that little chump change. Give me a house, give me a car, give me something where my kids can grow up, give me some land. Give me my 40 acres and let me put my own shit on it and leave me the fuck alone. No, they ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that. They gonna tell you, get him out the house and we'll feed your family. Huh? Why don't you give me my 40 acres so I can cultivate my own land, make my own food, feed my own pigs, feed my own chicken. Let me get that first. Then leave me the fuck alone. They ain't gonna do that. That's too much like right. But you gave the Indian casino, when you gonna get a slave what they deserve? I don't want your 40 acres, give me 40, I don't want your 40 acres. I don't want your fucking mule. I want a crib, a land, and I can plow my own shit. I can make my own food. I don't need you. Jewish people reparations? Them motherfuckers got the banks. Fuck you mean reparations? They got the banks and every goddamn thing, and they put that against us. They put that against us. Jews got everything. They run this bitch. They run this. It's only 1%. 1% decide what every motherfucker gonna get. When are you gonna pay us? When you gonna give us what we deserve? We built this off our back. You literally rolled our back to get what you wanted. Your cotton gins and all of that shit made plenty of money. And what they do? They took it from the poor dumb white man and gave it to the banks, took it and all them. That's how these banks, as big as they is now. How the hell a bank got money? They got your land. They sell your land. And then they resell it and resell it. And you never own your shit. You just got a piece of fucking paper. And then they call it eminent domain. Come take your shit right now. That's like China. China got every, the Japanese, Chinese, they got every motherfucking thing. They own damn near 50% of this country. We owe them so much money. We owe them so much money, you wouldn't believe. Trillions of dollars. The British, you know why the British don't fuck with us? We got their jewels in one of these banks. One of these banks got the Queen's jewels. They ain't gonna tell you, oh, is it not? No, it ain't. They took that shit. They took that shit when they took when they bombed Germany and all that shit when they was fighting. Great Britain had to bow down to us. They gave us all their jewels, dude. People don't know that, because you know why? Right, because you don't. They don't tell you that. You gotta dig and research it.
We own all Great Britain's jewelry. The Queen's crown, we got all that shit. Why you think that bitch stay in the room and don't come out with it on? You ain't never seen that bitch with that shit on. Never. That bitch 100 years old, you ain't never seen that bitch with no jewelry on. They ain't had her crown on not one time, because it's over here. Why you think they don't play with us? Why you think they our partners? You gotta pay attention to the world. I'm 61 years old, bro. I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. I just don't give a shit no more. Because you can't tell everybody nothing. Oh, man, you lying. Man, look it up. Search it. Google it. Find out where the bitch jewels at. I bet that bitch ain't got that shit in her house. That shit in our house. Why you think Korea doing what they doing? That dude over in Korea. What the name? King Jong-un? He don't give a shit. I respect him more than anybody else. He don't give no shit. The hell with y'all. Y'all been dogging us for a long time. Trying to show y'all what it's all about. They don't like when the chicken come home to roost. The chicken gonna come home. He always gonna come home. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X said that. And let it be true, Martin Luther King said it before him. But they ain't gonna say that. They want Martin Luther King to be some old sexual predator type dude. They doing what everybody else do. Having sex. How's that being a predator? Because all them women love his speeches. Because all them women love his look. You can't be mad at that. It could have been much. If they'd have let that man live, it'd be totally different. Totally different. Malcolm X, totally different. Farrakhan ain't nothing but a mouthpiece. Farrakhan went from Allah to Jesus. How you go from Allah to Jesus? He don't say Allah no more, he say Jesus. Ever since he got cancer. And people don't know that. Ever since he got cancer, he been saying Jesus. He ain't been saying no damn Allah. He ain't been saying Master Muhammad. He ain't been saying all that. He been saying Jesus. So pay attention to it. I don't say nothing because I'm just a big dumb 6'6", old ass 61-year-old nigga. Don't know nothing. Bet I do. I bet I do. The problem is black people, we don't research. We so much, especially with this internet, there's so much stuff to decipher through in the internet. But I came up with old school. My old schools were slaves. My my daddy's grandfather named Sambo told me a long time ago. He said, boy, you too bad. I was bad. Because you know, down in Tennessee, they ain't with that telling no white man to his face. Man, who the fuck? I'm from Chicago. Fuck you, man. I'm from Chicago. I ain't trying to hear that shit. White man trying to take my money. Look, Chinese white dude, rather. He tried to take my money. He tried to short me 75 cents. And he told me, nigga, boy, you don't know how to count. I said, hey, man, I ain't from here. I'm from Chicago. Give me my motherfucking 75 cents. I got an ass whooping for that. My grandmama beat my ass. Because back then, you know, they had the tablet where you pay every month. You can get all you need to feed your family, but you got to pay it at the end of the month, you know, beginning of the month. Well, I got my ass beat for that. Me and my cousin was on the phone a couple days ago. We was talking about it. They said, boy, you told that motherfucker this. I told him straight up, man, I'm from Chicago. I ain't letting nobody rob me for 20 cents, 10 cents, none of that. Give me my money. And I got that ass whooping. Me and my cousin was talking about the other day. She said, you know what? That's the first time I found out you was crazy. Because you went right back down there right before your daddy left, went in the store and told that white man, you ever steal from money in my family, I'll come back and kill your ass. And she I did that. I was that crazy. Because I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee, nigga. I went in the store. Nigga, they hung your ass back there. You know what I'm saying? That's like Tillman, the boy that got killed, Emmett Till. Like that movie, I would not watch.
It used to scare me when I was a kid.
No, I wouldn't watch that for nothing in the world because the violence that would come out of me would be tremendous. I would just bust a white man in the head if I saw that. I come up. Well, we didn't play that shit. We wasn't with all of that. You know what I'm saying? When I say we wasn't with all that, today people look at it and say, oh, they no, I was growing up then. I was fighting on Cicero. We used to have to catch the bus to go to Evergreen Plaza. That was like in the city of 95th.
Yeah.
And I'm living in Harlem. So you gotta jump, and I'm living on 140, I'm living on 159. So I gotta go down there 60 blocks to get to 95th to go to Evergreen Plaza. No. We got to fight all the way down Cicero. So why would I watch something that'll make me fight? Why would I watch something and they talk about it's history? No, it ain't. It's history. It's his story. History ain't nothing but a story of somebody who wrote it. It ain't nothing. It ain't all true. It ain't all true. They don't tell you about George Washington had slaves. They don't tell you about Thomas Jefferson had slaves. They mention it, but they don't go into detail. They was whooping, killing slaves just like other slaves.
And raping them.
So when you got the last name Washington, you might be George Washington's great grandkid. But they ain't gonna tell you that you ain't gonna get none of the money. You ain't gonna get a dime. I'm a German. I'm not German. Let me tell you what I am. My name is William James Hambrick Jr. Hambrick is a Swedish name. They got a flag for my name. They got a kilt that they wear in my name. You know what I'm saying? My bloodline got a kilt, but they're from his family. You know what I'm saying? I'm Hambrick, but I'm the wrong Hambrick.
Wrong Hambrick.
Yeah, the white Hambricks, they wear their kilt.
Yeah, wear the kilt.
Black Hambricks don't want to wear no kilt. We ain't wearing that. And it's got stitches with it and embroidery and everything. Yeah. It's legit. Go to Scotland. It's legit. Yeah. I'm not lying. Look it up for your damn self. It's green, it's blue with a little green with a little red line in it. It's very, bro, I know who I am. I know exactly who I am. I got Sweden in me. My bloodline come from Sweden. I ain't no regular dude. See, the difference is I was awakened in college. I was awakened by black history in high school. That's where I found out who I was. And now I walk around here like a kid. I don't bow to no man, I will whoop the police ass. I'm 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 the shit about no police. Look at my record. Think I'm lying? Look me up. Illinois. I'll be 7 of them motherfuckers. Beat the dog shit out of them. I don't give a shit about no police. I don't give a shit about no police. Give a fuck about no police. I will beat their ass like I beat anybody else's ass. Put your hands on me and fire it out. That's how I roll. I ain't gonna fight you unless you do it. I ain't gonna do nothing wrong. I ain't gonna bother nobody, but you cross that line with me, I'm going all in.
I got something to say.
You're in a motherfucking grill pit. You're in a motherfucking grill pit.
I got something to say. Could have changed everything.
You could have changed your defense. I just was talking to Ron about the utilization of self-defense in the state of Minnesota and how they have no codified self-defense law, but they do have a statute that police officers utilize, and people utilize that liberally in order to get self-defense.
Okay. With that said, they do have self-defense because I got it. People don't think they do.
Is it a statute?
I don't know if it's a statute.
Exactly. See, this is how self-defense works.
I don't know.
This is how self-defense works.
Okay.
You have to motion to the judge, and the judge has to allow you to utilize a self-defense, and then that allows you to go and testify. It's a difference because it's so self-defense is so there's two different I'm going to use terminologies based on black law. There's affirmative defense. Affirmative defense means that it's statutory, meaning that you have the right to utilize defense. Now, what you utilize is something that's come down through case laws that allows people to utilize liberally constructed.
But you're right, because it happened to me. But you know, the reason I'm saying that is because I ended up actually taking a plea. And the plea was do 3 years. I was facing 40, right? So man. So and then my kids at the time was
that somebody died.
13.
That somebody died.
Yeah. So
in his case.
Yeah, but you said he was facing 40.
Yeah, 40.
That's 40. That 30.
I was on second
30,
degree.
Yeah, but 30 is usually a second degree. Was they aggravating the shit?
Yes. I was 40. I was 40. I got the paperwork, man. I was 40. My bail was $1 million.
Damn.
And then
how could you be utilizing the self-defense, but they're trying to aggravate it?
Because I'm gonna tell you, man, what originally happened when I got at the cat, I went at him pretty hard, but I got stabbed up too. So when I got at him, when they showed up at the crime scene, he was fucked all the way up. I mean, fucked all the way up, and it's fucked up. You know, I mean, people to this day tell me it was overkill. I don't think it was overkill because I laid up. There you go. So, and I was stabbed too, and it was just, it was the heat of the action.
You defending your life and your living.
Yeah, how you gonna tell me?
But that's why it was aggravated. It was aggravated because how many times I stuck him.
But you was like, but you. I'm not gonna.
So with that said,
who says what kind of mind state you in though? When,
that's what I'm saying. Because you from the military too. So
But at the end of that's why I was aggravated. So, and then not to mention, we got to add, I'm not an angel. So not only did I do that, then they looked at my past.
Yeah, criminal record.
Definitely criminal record.
Yeah.
Pistol charges, assault charges. No, I ain't never said I was the best motherfucker coming up. But see, again.
But you paid your dues.
I paid my dues. Not to mention that I had learned my lesson, man. Because see, this is the thing. Now, this is the thing I talk about in my book that I want to drive home, even in the book and outside the book. Mm-hmm. You will never know what possesses a person to do a certain thing at a certain time. But what you can guarantee is if something happening in their past, that they're going to use that past to make their future decisions. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, my sister had been murdered. My uncle had been murdered. I'd seen a nigga killed. I'd been in the military and seen motherfuckers go down. I understand that I literally saw my mother and father agree. My dad damn near couldn't get off the couch for a year after my sister got murdered. I ain't got brothers and sisters. Mm-hmm. So when it was going down, in the back of my mind is my mom and dad ain't about to go through this again.
Mm-hmm. So all that stuff is going through your head.
Yeah, when it's happening. Yeah. Now different people might freeze. They might do something else. There's a part of me that just ain't gonna do that. And I wish, that I could make better decisions at times, But all I know is at that time, I got lit a day.
Life or death.
Well, that's what it's about, man.
Life or death.
Life or death when somebody come in your house.
Hey, man.
And invade your
privacy. Check it out. I'll do a lifetime in prison alive than do a day dead.
6 carrying you to the motherfucking ground.
It's that simple. What the fuck? I got kids, man. They can write me. We can talk on the phone.
Yeah.
We done been there. Ain't nobody proud of that. I try not to even do the jail talk, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, and you learn to get along with it, motherfucker. Place of spades, call it a day. You smelling, you waking up today, you eating food. You might not be the food you like, but guess what? I told you, they called me 2 bags. I was the best cook mother.
That's that motherfucker coming back. I see you coming back. Every time you came back, I was like, damn, this motherfucker.
I am not lying. Dude, hold up. I had so much shit in my cell, man. Dude, I wish, man, can't make it up. I had I always had my own cell. For some reason, I was getting lucky. And
where you was at, Stillwater?
The first time I went to St. Cloud for 8 months, and I had my own cell there because when I was there, my dad died. So as soon as I got there, almost, man, I'm thinking everything my pop passed and shit. So the main guard came to me and he's like, I seen you was in the military. Can't make this shit up. He's like, and I was in a cell with some young motherfucker. He says, hey man. He said, you want a job? I said, yeah, I want a job, man. He said, hey, you want to be a swamper? I said, yeah. He said, I'll have you a cell tomorrow, man. You want to put you in a cell.
Everybody what a swamper is.
For y'all that don't know, y'all know what a swamper is.
We know.
A swamper is a motherfucker that cleans up the jail, but you do get certain privileges. Like you get to take a shower by your motherfucking self. You get to eat every once in a while. They might leave you some pizza in the motherfucking break room that you got to clean up, but you only making about $1 an hour. It wasn't about the money. It was being outside my cell, man, getting some peace of mind. That's what a swamper is. See, some people say, man, I ain't cleaning up nobody's prison. Well, just sit your ass in that cell all day. Because I got to walk around, even when I was in that shower by myself, man, it just felt good as a motherfucker. Yeah, man, it's that little stuff, man.
Yeah.
When you're in jail, it ain't the big stuff because you ain't getting nothing big. You better take what they give you.
Right.
So, yeah, he gave me the swamper job, but it got so sweet that I was a swamper. And the dude, he was cool. You can be cool with a guard, and I think you can. Some people think you can't. We know our differences. You got to go home, motherfucker. You locked up too. Mm-hmm. That's how I used to look at it. Mm-hmm. While you here with me, you locked up, but then you going home.
Yeah.
So
They
anyway,
locked up for at least 8 hours.
8 hours. They locked up
8
too.
hours
They don't know it, but they locked up.
Sometimes overtime.
They smell the same as we do when they there.
Right.
So long story short is, I ended up, being at St. Cloud because, they do your numbers or whatever, how they do that. And,
You talking about your level, your custody level was low.
custody level. But I ended up, I had just turned 48 or something, so I got a lot of points down because of that. And then, but it aggravated because there was a knife used in my, they do all this shit. So long story short, I was on max, but not super max.
Right.
So they kept me in St. Cloud because I was max. No,
Wasn't
Oak
over
Park
max.
super
Yeah,
max.
that's super max.
Yeah.
But my age got me up under Supermax, even with the crime, so I ended up staying. I could have went to Stillwater, but they just kept me at the Cloud. Because I ended up getting that job, actually, and this is the coldest shit. I ended up getting a job. So about 2 months after having a job, they had got me in this art class and shit. Nobody gets in the art class unless you know somebody. But
You gotta know somebody that knows
yeah. They know somebody, but niggas knew I can get down. So they was like, man, you supposed to be in the art class. They ended up arranging, I got in the art class, right? So long story short, I'm in St. Cloud, I got my own little cell there. My counselor shit was like upstairs. Why all the other swampers leave, the head swampers, they make me the head swamper. And all my job was to do now was go and vacuum the offices of
You
all
don't
the,
leave. Now you ready?
everybody, all the main motherfuckers in St. Cloud. So now I'm vacuuming the office. I'm going by the offices. They like, hey, how you doing today? Number, whatever they did. Hey, I'm all right. I'm going in the little room, cleaning up their little kitchens and shit. They'll leave little muffins and little stupid shit.
Did it get to the point where they wanted you to draw a picture for them?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
It
about?
did.
Cause that's
No, this don't fuck you up. They wanted me. Guess what they wanted me?
Goal.
Guess what they wanted me to do? I was in whatever house or some shit. These motherfuckers, I was supposed to be getting transferred to minimum. My points had went down. Every 6 months your points go down.
Yeah.
So my points had went down. I was finna go to Lino. This motherfucker tells me, the guard came and says, well, I see your points went down. If you want to do this mural on this wall, we could just keep you here and you could just, finish out here. I said, man, you fucking crazy. I said, you think?
How's nigga feel nigga syndrome?
No, they had it set up. It was when he was living good.
They wanted to make it better, but you got me fucked up.
We gonna keep it better for you.
He got no listen.
We gonna keep it better for you.
He the motherfucker that we see when you come in. He outside the cell. We in the cell, man. They eat good. They got like you said, a house nigga, feel nigga. They got him. He's sweet. Oh, he get out. He don't take do work for like 30 minutes, 45
Watch
minutes.
TV, sit
out
there,
the rest of the day. Use the phone all motherfucker day.
Yeah. But niggas mad at me, niggas. You should be doing it.
Basically, what
I ain't getting no fucks.
What they said is, David, if you do this for us, you can keep living good. You can keep living in prison good, and you don't have to worry about the.
And guess what? I said in return. How's we feeling today, boss? How's we feeling today? You got me fucked up, man. I got family to see and things to do. Shit, not my problem. I'm here to do my time by myself. When I was there, I never played games. You know why I didn't play games? Games started shit and got you in trouble.
Oh, yeah, that straight to
I didn't play chess. I didn't play fucking spades. I'd rather make $1 an hour and watch you goofies get into it and call each other bitches and play. Because I ain't got time. If you come to me with some disrespect, we understand exactly where we started. Because it is what it is. Yeah. But if I'm not going to exaggerate the situation to where I didn't invite the motherfucker into the conversation while I'm playing cards and all of a sudden, oh, you cheated me, you done did this. Nah, motherfucker, I'm here to do some time, not play games.
That's right.
So
you're going to have to move your chair over a little bit,
yeah,
Ron.
I got you.
No, you come over closer to me.
All right.
Ron, you going to come over, you going to bring your chair over.
I'm coming in.
My bag, yeah, man. So
no, that was all good, man. Like I said, man. What year was you in St. Cloud?
St. Cloud was 2016 to 17.
That was, I was been gone. You got over some, Ron.
Yeah.
Over some.
No more?
No, over. You want to get in this camera?
You want this camera?
You gotta be watching. You lean all the way back.
Yeah.
Come forward. No, come like this. You come like that, you're gonna be out.
Lean over
You
here.
gotta be, yeah, you gotta be
on his lap.
No,
Nah,
but come.
we good. Fuck it, we figured out.
You gotta move him over.
Okay, there you go.
Now.
Okay, so
Now you
want me-
win.
There you go.
No, this is the camera I'm looking at right here.
Okay. Are we good?
Yeah, we good.
Okay. So all right, let's chop it up.
Anyway.
Fuck it.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
That's what's up.
I can just push it back too. Just pushed it back. We pushed it back. We good. We good. This is I Got Something to Say. SAF Moe, your prison lawyer with my man.
Ron B in the middle.
We got a special guest, man. Y'all already heard him. He cutting the motherfucker. He cutting it up, goddammit.
What?
You know what I'm saying? My man, David. I didn't know he got a book out. He told me he got a book out. Well, it's not out yet, but he wrote a book. And you know I'm a writer, so he really piqued my interest. So we gonna dibble dabble when we get off the mic and see if he can help me get this out to y'all.
Definitely.
But introduce yourself, my man.
Hey, D Hall, man. For y'all that know me, man. I'm on Red, the one and only, baby.
Yes, sir. What's the name of the book? What's the name of the book? What's the name?
Red Brick Roads, man.
Red Brick Roads.
From facing life to living life.
Yes, sir. He's got a story to tell, but y'all gonna get it first here on I Got Something to Say. Y'all gonna get it first here.
David got a serious story to tell, man.
We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the voice of the voiceless. That's why you're gonna see him here. You're not gonna see him on all these other different spots, you know. But when he blows up, he probably gonna go there. But you're gonna remember him here. The other thing, check us out on Speaker. Check us out on Speaker, SoundCloud, Spotify,
Snapchat.
We everywhere. We everywhere. But check us out on those different platforms. Download, listen, watch, subscribe, loyalty, and we're gonna be right back, y'all. I'm still kind of out of this.
This is fun, man.
Gotta come over here to be in.
Man, this make me want to do my book tomorrow. I get used to this.
You a star, man. You
Not
a
yet.
star.
Nah, we gonna be stars, man. If I make it, man, everybody make it, man. That's where I'm from. Real talk.
I feel you.
So,
All right, you ready? Y'all ready? Where we gonna go? Y'all wanna
fucking zero to the
I want you to read what you just read to me.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to read what you just read to me. What you wrote.
All right. Well, the passage in my book.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Name of the book's Red Brick Roads, Facing Life to Living Life. And it starts like this.
Facing life to living life.
Yeah,
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
that's what it is. Here we go. As I sit here looking at my blank computer screen, I wonder to myself why did it take me so long to write this motherfucker. By now, if you haven't noticed, this book is not intended to be kind, cute, or politically correct. This book's meant to be true, direct, and real as, yeah, you guessed it, a motherfucker. I'm not trying to shock or alienate anyone with those words, but if you're not handling my choice of vocabulary to get to the truth, you should put this down immediately. Without me writing in the fashion of how it all went down, you'll never know or feel the full magnitude of events to follow. There's all sorts of excuses why I didn't finish this book in the past, from crashed hard drives to lost manuscripts, moving from town to town, new jobs, new hustles, new pains, and new joys in life. And oh yes, prison stints and lost family members. There's no more excuses, and this story must be shared, so I'll get it started. This book's about a husband, a son, a father, a brother, and a friend. It's a story about a student, an artist, an entrepreneur, a thief, a drug dealer, and a pimp. And last, but mostly importantly not least, a convicted murderer. This is a story I know intimately because I played all the above characters. Why didn't I tell this story before now? The answer is fear. Fear of acceptance and fear of the past pains to surface. Through perseverance, I've overcome my fears. The following passage gives me strength. Yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil. Thou art with me, thy rod and staff, they comfort me. Everything in this book is true to the lesson of alcohol and weed-induced memories. Through the truth, I will confront and conquer my fear. I hope not to dwell or glorify these past events. I have moved on positively in my life. But by telling, I hope to inspire at least one person to avoid some of the pitfalls in life I've made and overcome as I have. To my readers, please learn from my successes and many mistakes. I also plan to leave a path for those less traveled to follow, a blueprint to happiness. This book's dedicated to the Lord through Jesus Christ, all things are possible. To my inspirations, Chase and Noah. To my sister Terry, my mom, pop, grandma, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, and enemies. Oh yes, old hoes and haters. God bless you all. As you take this journey with me throughout my life, keep in mind something my mama once told me. Watch what you ask for, you might just get it. If I've forgotten anyone or anything, as I say, oh well, I hope you enjoy and God bless you all.
Amen.
That's what's up.
Amen. I love what you're talking about in that piece right there. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it to death.
Solid.
I want you to talk more about your experience. Like, what happened when your house was broken into?
Oh, you want to jump right to that?
Yeah.
Okay, just jump right. Okay, so the house wasn't broken into. So, you know, there's different stories about what happened that day. I had a friend of mine that was staying at my house. He was sleeping in my side room. And I came home one day. It was like a day or no other day, man. There was just all kinds of shit going on. I had a couple beefs with people. And I came home. I wasn't in the best sort of way, so I'm not going to act like it was all on him that we argued. But when we got into the argument, I just basically told him, hey, man, you got to get up out my house. He left the house that day.
I'm in a situation like that right now. I want people out of my house. I just want my anonymity back.
Yeah, that's a dangerous one.
I just want to be like at peace with myself again.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
I understand what you're saying.
Well,
go ahead.
No, because with you saying that, man, you got to understand that shit can switch that quick. Even if, maybe somebody's paying something, somebody's doing something, but at the end of the day, you are a king, I'm a king, and I learned the hard way that it's hard to put two alpha males in one situation. It's hard to put two men in one situation because, people want their privacy. And it wasn't really about that. I thought, him being my friend, that we could, come to an agreement that if it ain't working out, it's time for you to go type of agreement.
Right.
Yeah, and in my situation, he came back in the middle of the night, banging on the door after we got into an argument. I asked him to leave. And then when he came in the house, we ended up getting into it, and the rest is kind of in the books, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it can go back just because it's your homeboy, you know what I'm saying? Because especially when you're in a place where there's just two of y'all, it ain't nobody here to stop it. If it go down, it's going to go down until somebody either dead or can't get at you. I mean, imagine being in a room and it ain't nobody there to stop it. It only stops when both y'all decide it's going to stop. But if somebody continue to go, it's going to stop in the wrong way.
So what happened? What happened?
Well, shit, that's what happened. He came in the house. He came back. And when he came back, we had some words. He came back that night, banging on my door. He didn't break in. I opened up the door. And actually, that's the craziest thing is that's what they ended up charging me with. They didn't charge me with taking his life after we got into it. They charged me with culpable negligence, which means I should have never opened up the door. They wanted me to call the police, basically, because, they say, hey, man, this dude...
They want you to be a snitch.
I don't know what they wanted me to do, but I grapple with this to this day because I know how I was raised and I know what I know. It's hard for me if I know a friend of mine just banging on the door. The last thing you expect is for them to open up the door and it's just on. You know what I'm saying? You at least you would think that there would be some type of conversation to deflate that, especially when it's only two of you, especially it's two men. You're supposed to be able to talk. You ain't got nobody to floss in front of you. You ain't got nothing to prove unless you just want to be a bully. And that's kind of what we're doing.
No. Before this, you had a painting company.
Yeah.
And you were doing good.
Yeah.
You were minding your business, being a law-abiding citizen. Before that, you had some criminal background history and stuff like that.
Right.
But You paid for that.
Right.
You paid for that.
Mm-hmm.
And you became law-abiding.
Yeah, as much as possible. I mean, everybody runs a stop sign. I'm never going to even act like I'm something I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I just try to do the right thing, and I try to treat people good. And I think that's everybody's challenge is, you know, you have these opportunities to either do good or do bad. But somebody told me a long time ago, you got to do the right thing when ain't nobody watching. So with that,
exactly.
there you go. So what that plays out to be is, yeah, I'm not no angel. Even the shit I did in the past was in my past, man. I just wanted to raise my kids and ride off into the sunset, you know?
That's the whole point I'm trying to make. You became law-abiding.
Definitely, yeah.
And then this guy invades your home.
Yeah.
And you're the victim.
No, I'm not.
So to speak. No, you're the victim. Mm-mm. You're the victim.
You know, when people get to thinking of themselves as victims, that's for me. And
he came into your household.
Just hear me out with this one, with the word victim.
Right.
And for any of you people that don't take this the wrong way, if that's your choice of vocabulary, that's cool. But for me, I never choose to be the victim, and I never be a victimizer, because when you put it in your mind that you're a victim, words are powerful, man. You get to believing you're a victim. I'm not a victim. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's a circumstance that the Lord put me in and I came up out of. I'm blessed. And there's no way I'm a victim, because if I was a victim, I'd be dead. Them is the victims. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're only a victim if you continue to be victimized. Somebody can do something wrong to you, you know what I'm saying? Like people, boys, me, my dad did this, he ran away from my mama, and then 30 years later, they still having the same conversation. That's a victim. I ain't got time for that shit, man. If you get it out your mind, I'm not a victim. Shit happened, it wasn't right, and where do we go from here?
I like what you told me earlier today when you told me, you said, you know what? At the end of the day, I did what I did.
Yeah.
I stabbed that dude. Mm-hmm. He came into your household. Mm-hmm. He did what he did. But you stabbed him.
Yes.
And you did what you did. It's not like you didn't do nothing. And you got 3 years out of it.
No, I actually got assaulted. Now, that's different being victimized. He stabbed me first. Now, that's when people talk about the story, that's the part that they lose in the wash. Is, no, I didn't get at him until he got at me. I was stabbed in my head, I was stabbed in my arm, I had broken ribs. I mean, it was a dog fight. It wasn't just me up in there doing some Edward Scissorhands on the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It just, it went down. Mm-hmm. You know, but if somebody getting at you and they cutting you,
what do you do? What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you, the fuck do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do? How do you react? How is your mind? How's your mindset?
I was blessed because I grew up with a military father, and then he taught me when I was a kid different, you know, things to do to defend myself. Then I ended up joining the Army, and then when I got even out the Army, for anybody that know me, I got a past record of being able to throw a few punches, you know what I'm saying? And take a few, you know. I
heard about you.
Yeah,
I heard about you.
I've never won every fight.
I heard about you.
There you go. That's the truth. Never won every fight. Never won every fight. But I was always in the fight. Mm-hmm. You know, that's how I look at life, you know. So with that said, I think that everything in the past built up to that perfect storm. I think that the Lord prepared me for the biggest battle of my life. And then not only that, he put me through a faith affirming moment to where I could have went this way or that way. And I just turned that into this.
Remember this. Everything in life is a lesson.
Right.
Everything in life is a lesson.
Yeah, definitely.
Whatever happened after that, it's on you.
There you go.
You gotta learn from it and move forward.
Yeah, there you go.
You gotta move forward. You gotta say, you know what? This is not me. This is me. I'm moving this way, or I'm not moving that way. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, definitely. Because can't nobody define you. And can't no one moment define you either. You know, there's so many people that can get caught up on that one big mistake they made or that one thing, and they just hold on to it for years coming in. Then it affects every other decision they make. Instead of just dealing with it and looking ahead on and saying, hey, I did this. What is it now? You know, man, this is good. I love telling the story about faith because when it went down, I didn't even know what I was going to get. Initially, I was on $1 million bond, and I was facing 40 years, right? So I remember being in my cell. I was like, damn, you know. So I was getting my mental together, say, hey, I got to go do this time. Then, but my prayers wasn't, was me. My prayers was like, okay, Lord, I'm about to go do this time. What is there that you want me to learn while I'm doing this? Who is there that you want me to reach out and find? So I would pray like that, right? So then one night, in the middle of the night, man, I was praying for forgiveness, right? Woke up in the middle of the night, can't make it up. I love telling this story. And in the middle of the night, it was a question that came upon me, and it was about forgiveness. And the question was this: you're begging, you're pleading for forgiveness for yourself. Have you been able to forgive? Have you been able to forgive everybody else? Have you been able to forgive? My sister was murdered. Matter of fact, her birthday's tomorrow. My sister's birthday is December 30th.
Amen.
You know, and it took me a long time to even shake that jinx. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that was my only sister. I have no brothers and sisters. I'll never be an uncle. I got kids that call me uncles. But at the end of the day, things was taken from me, and I wanted it back. You know what I'm saying? So that led to a lot of anger and a lot of abuse and a lot of other shit. You know, self-abuse and other people abuse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was so caught up on not forgiving. So what I'm gonna get back to is, so when I woke up and I said, damn, you haven't been able to forgive, man. I got to think about everybody I still had a notch looking for. Here I am in prison.
You want forgiveness.
But you ain't giving it.
You ain't ready to give it.
Yeah, right.
You ain't ready to give it.
Yeah, right. So then I'm sitting there in bed like, hey, well, ain't this a bitch? I said, so the deal is, and you can't make a deal with God, but the deal was with me. I said, you know, you better come to they say come to Jesus moment, and I showed it, man. I got off. I was in my cell. I got off my bunk and I dropped right down on my knees and I started praying for the dude that killed my sister, man. I had never prayed for this motherfucker in my life. No, she was right.
Amen.
And I still continue to, you know, try to pray for him. It's still, you know, it's still on my heart. And I also pray that I never see the motherfucker because, you know, I think that God knows what I can handle, and I try to deal with that accordingly. But it ain't like there's something in me that want to go looking for him. I think that his day gonna come when he see his nigga.
God gonna take care of that.
Well,
God said in the Bible, vengeance is mine.
Yeah, I believe true.
Vengeance is mine.
There you go.
Throw your hands up and let God take care of it.
There you go. Because even sometimes God will put somebody else in the way to handle his vengeance for you. I ain't got to do it. Somebody else going to do it. Because I believe enough that I believe that God, unless this man, now keep in mind, this the double-edged, this the two-headed coin that fucks me up. Because again, I want forgiveness for the life I took. I don't want nobody in his family feeling.
You got forgiveness already.
I do.
You got it.
But check it out. I know I do. But check this out. I got it from God. And I don't need it from men. But in the back of my mind, man, you don't think I think about his kids during the holidays? You don't think I think about his family? Because, see, my family...
You probably dream at night.
No, I don't.
You probably dream at night.
I dream, but I don't have nightmares about that. Because my conscience is...
I heard of people that kill people that have dreams at night about the people they killed.
Yeah, well, because their conscience might not be clear. Now, if it was some dude and I was drinking and driving and he was in the middle of the street and I ran into him, yeah, I might be like, oh, fuck, I'm dreaming about this every night. But a motherfucker come to kill you and you defend yourself? You were clearly the victim. And again, I'm not a victim. And I hate that it went down to that. I'm not, you know, taking slight of the fact that this man lost his life and he left people here. And people miss him. You know, and he deserved to be missed, especially with his kids and his family. But at the end of the day, I didn't go looking for that problem. I didn't go to his house at night, bamming on his door, showing up at his house with a knife. He showed up at my house with a knife. And it unfortunately, well, he had the right plan, but he had the wrong man.
Right.
So
I get it. I totally
and there's nothing again to be proud of with that. But as far as nightmares on that, I've done far worse shit than that.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you're so remorseful about the situation.
It's the truth.
You know, you told me something earlier today that made me feel good about doing this interview.
What's up?
You told me that I did what I did. I know I did something wrong. And I deserve some time for doing what I did.
Yeah, definitely. Somebody lost their life.
Somebody lost their life. I get that. I totally get that. I totally get it. And you don't meet people every day like that.
Yeah, probably.
You meet people that, mostly, you meet people that say, fuck that nigga. I did what I did. I'll do it again.
I think they pretending.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think they pretending. I was locked up with a lot of, you know, when you first get into a jam like that, the first thing they do is throw you in a cell with all other motherfuckers that got killing charges and murder and this, that, and another, right? So I was downtown Minneapolis and they had me in the murder pod. So I'm in there with a gang of niggas, you know, everybody doing numbers and comparing what they gonna take and playing cards and figuring it out. But that's
playing, pretending.
They're playing and pretending, but that's what I'm getting at. So all them motherfuckers talking about, yeah, motherfucker had to come in and this, that,
being
and
a tough guy.
Nah, fuck all that. I don't give a fuck who you is. There is no way. Cause I was locked up with them same motherfucking tough guys, and guess what happens when they behind bars? They on the phone with the lady. You think it don't exist. It don't exist.
You're right.
Fortunately,
it's the facade. It's the fake shit.
Yeah, man. Fuck
the
all
fake
that.
shit.
Be the same.
I think I'm tough shit. No, nigga.
Nah,
You
take that
stupid
pistol,
ass,
dummy.
You stupid ass nigga. You stupid ass dummy.
do it now.
You did what you did.
Now pay your price.
Now you gotta pay the price.
Do your crime, you do your time. See, that was my thing, and it's still my thing. You know, you do your crime, you do the time. You decided you want to be the bad boy, you know, so that comes with a price. Now, if you want to do what the law says, then you don't never have to face that. And maybe you might. You know, I even know people that really didn't do it that's locked up.
Right.
But the odds of
I
that,
met a couple people.
Me too. I know a couple friends. I had a friend that did 20.
People.
Yeah, I know a friend that did 20, man. Yeah, Terry Harrington from Omaha, Nebraska. He ended up getting out. They gave him some money, man.
We had a thing we doing right now with this dude. Just did it 47 years.
See, that's
for
what I'm saying.
nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
For
So it
nothing.
happens.
DNA evidence cleared him.
But that's about 7% now. The rest of them niggas did it.
It's low. It's low.
No, there's gotta be. I don't know what the number is.
For the most part.
But they're out
we
there.
did what we did.
I did it.
I did it. You did it. I did it. You did it.
So yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
But I also paid my price.
Yeah.
And I also give back to my community, and I also got out, and I feel that it grounded me to a different level. You know, I don't ever want to say somebody needs to go to prison, you know what I'm saying? But I think people need to learn to sit the fuck down.
People need to learn to accept responsibility
for
what you did to other people.
Period.
You did. That's it.
Yep.
You did what you did.
No.
You did what you did.
Time for you to pay for it.
Now you got to accept that responsibility and take whatever you got coming for it.
That's it.
That's it.
I got something to say.